I see people talking about the continuity of Tales games and whatnot, which Lone Wolf gave a pretty good description of it in chat. But the Tales of games do not directly link to one another, hardly ever. In the main series, there are only a few that do, but they're all like their own separate games, like the Final Fantasy series. Like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 aren't in the same universe, as far as I'm aware. I've never played 8, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I know like FF7 and FF15 are not in the same universe. Tales of franchise is the same thing. Every time it's a new Tales of game, they're no longer
Consider yourself finished.
they're not like the same universe or anything. They work under different rules. They have different stuff going on. It's not the same world, etc., etc.
Our work is done here.
It's not
Let's
stuff
move.
like, oh, this is the
right
same
behind
world,
you,
but like
Shion.
several years later or thousands of years later even. Nothing like that, except for in one of them, which I'll say in a second. But that's how they all work. They're all like their own contained thing. You don't have to play Tales of 1, 2, and 3 to understand Tales of 7, 8, 9, etc. There are a few exceptions. I think there's a sequel to there's like a Tales of Destiny and a Tales of Destiny 2. They're like the second and fourth game or something. I don't know exactly because I haven't played them before. But Tales of Xillia and Tales of Xillia 2 are direct sequels to one another.
Commander of Heaven.
So those two are related. If you play Tales of Xillia 2 and you haven't played Tales of Xillia 1, you'll probably be very confused. You won't understand a lot.
I barely worked up a sweat.
Then there is
No choice.
Tales of Berseria and Tales of Zestiria. They don't actually they aren't like sequels or prequels to one another necessarily. Like, you don't have to play one of them to understand the other. You can play either of them separately. However, they are in the same universe. They're in the same world, but they're like thousands of years apart. So there are like small reference, not thousands, probably hundreds actually is what I should have said there. So they are related in that sense, and there are like connections between the two, but you can play either game without having played the other. With no worries. And then there was
Certainly not bad. No complaints here.
I think that's it. Yeah. In the mainline games, I think that's all there is. There's Berseria and Zestiria are like spiritually connected, even though they're not directly connected really. They're in the same universe, but they don't have like you need to play. They have like one or two characters in common as well that show up in both, because Zavid is in both, but he lives for like hundreds and hundreds of years. But you can play either of those without playing the other and be fine. Xillia 2 is a direct sequel to Xillia, so you need to play Xillia first if you want to play Xillia 2. And then I know that there's like a Destiny and Fantasia and Symphonia. Are they set in the same universe? I've never played Fantasia, so I don't know that. I didn't know that those were the same. But now I know. Apparently Fantasia and Symphonia take place in the same universe. Like in the same world. Destiny and Destiny 2 are linear sequels. Yeah, that's what I thought. What number are those? Is Destiny the second game and then Destiny 2 is the third game? Or is it third and fourth, or even second and fourth? I know that Destiny and Destiny 2 are in 2, 3, and 4. But I don't know a lot of the older games. I need to play them, and I plan to play them, but I just haven't gotten around to it. It's locked. Use the Noble Room key. Let's do it. Oh, hey. You people aren't supposed to be here.
Hi, Hoodle.
Chaos, can you do an experiment for us? Put Shion in support and see if she still heals the party? I don't need to experiment for that because it does not work that way.
You'll pay for what you did.
If you're a support character, then you're not in the fight, which means you can't cast arts. And Shion heals by casting arts. Like that would be broken if that's how it works. So there's no way it works that way.
Say no more.
Glacial Spear.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Nailed it. Tales of Destiny is the second game, Eternia is the third game, Destiny 2 is the fourth game, and then, yeah, Symphonia is the fifth. I knew Fantasia was 1 and Symphonia was 5, but I never remember 2, 3, and 4, and I never remember 6 and 7. And then I know 9 and 11 are Hearts and Innocence, but I always mix them up. I never know which one is 9 and which one is 11, but I know they're on either side of Vesperia. 17 Tales of games, but no Pokemon Conquest 2. It's a rough world we live in, and still no Digimon Survive either. It's crazy. Looks like there's nothing to find here. Guess that makes this a bust. Got any other ideas about places we could check? If it's not in his office, then I'd check the barracks or maybe even the training, or even the meeting room, not the training room.
All right.
Got it. Let's comb through both of those places and see what we come up with. Imagine getting the guard duty to be locked inside a room with the key hidden in another room.
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
I think I'm full on peach gel. The game, like, showed peach gel from the items that dropped there, but it had a big X next to it. Which is good, because when we get into a fight where we're having some difficulty, we can spam some peach gels. I should probably try and go out of my way to use... Where did they say again, by the way? They said the meeting room and somewhere else, right? Was it the guard room? Is there an enemy in here to fight while I still have my bonus?
Right.
These are the guard's personal quarters. If you need anything in here, feel free to take it. Is this where you sleep, too? I got the impression the guard was mostly made up of men. Oh, the quarters are divided between men and women. We're standing in the women's right now. Gotcha. Guess I better be careful not to disturb too much while I'm here then, huh?
Right.
I wouldn't if you don't want to end up on the wrong side of her mace. Haha, classic anime. Alright, we're gonna lose our bonus here, but that's fine. Pork! So, Kisara, we can take whatever we want? Anything? It's an array of guard weaponry, yada yada. Oh, there's a chest right here. Dibs. Ooh, Topaz Guard. I think that's for Kisara. Yeah, there we go. Look, that's like plus 30 to everything. Let's get it.
Equipment should come in handy.
Barracks was the other one. 15 item limit, classic. Yeah, it's always like 15 items are the max you can hold in Tales of. I mean, it would be pretty ridiculous if you could go in, like, it would take a lot of grinding in this game, and by then you'd be over-leveled anyway to get enough money for it. But it'd be pretty ridiculous if you could, like, go into a boss fight with, like, 99 life bottles. It'd be a little much, don't you think? Okay, so barracks and meeting room are both here on opposite sides. Got it. Imagine going into, like, a final boss fight in Tales of, and you have 99 treats. Or heavy treats.
That's far enough.
Hello. Get broken. Time to burn. Ow! No, you interrupted my... You scumbag! You interrupted my combo. I got that new aerial art. I just remembered. We need to look at that. Later, loser. Oh, thanks for the heals. Much appreciated. I love me a healing circle. Where is he? There he is. Oh, I missed the combo. Sir, just die. Thank you. I love those wind blades.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
All good. Let me look at this aerial art I got. Luna Rondo. A spinning slash attack that propels the user forward. And it goes into Rising Phoenix. Classic. Wait, he goes into Rising Phoenix? But it's an attack in the air. I want Luna Rondo to be triangle. Oh, this one doesn't knock the enemy back down, or doesn't put me back down. Oh, okay, so that's why it's Rising Phoenix. You combo in the... Oh, this actually sounds amazing. You combo, so like you lightning thrust back into the air, do your attacks in the air, and then finish with Luna Rondo and go into Rising Phoenix to knock them back down, instead of using like Rising Falcon to end up on the ground and go into a ground fire combo. Okay. I have Demon Fang at 2-star now, which is really good. And it's like over halfway of the way to 3-star. I don't really understand what happens when it gets a higher star count. Does that just mean it does like more damage, chat? What does it mean when you have more stars? Oh, do you normally not have a 15 item limit when you NG plus Tales of games? I didn't know that you, I didn't know that when you NG plus older Tales of games, they took off the item limit. That's really interesting. See you later, Kaiten. Thanks for coming to stream. Yeah, someone in chat tell me what it means to have more stars. Does it just make the art better? Have you played a game like Xillia where you fight 2 final bosses simultaneously? Oh, I can't think of an answer to that off the top of my head. I would have to look at all the games I've played before and try and remember what all the final bosses were. think the stars equal you learn a new art? Oh, so when you, like, get a new star, you get a new art from, like, that line? Interesting, if true. Barracks. Oh, hey, guys, how's it going? Fancy seeing you all here. You dare step to the waifu squad? Dibs, by the way. I'm gonna try this Luna Rondo. I accidentally used all my AG like a buffoon. Denied! Alright, so I knock you up. We hit you a little bit. Luna Rondo into Rising Phoenix. Yo, that's clean! Oh, my Demon Fang was just slightly too late to give me the finisher. Rip. Mega rip. Also die. Die, I said? Yeah, get in there, buddy. Nailed it.
Seems about right to me.
Spider-Man PS4 did that with the Sinister Six? No, that's not what he's asking. In Spider-Man PS4, the final boss is Dr. Octopus, and it's just Dr. Octopus. He's talking about a final boss, not just bosses in general. There are tons of games that have bosses where you fight two at the same time. Like most Tales of games, I'm pretty sure. Like, there might not even be a Tales of game that I have played that did not have some boss fight with two bosses at the same time. Pretty sure. But for final bosses, the only one I can think of is Zestiria. Ah, there's writing scribbled in the margins. My comrades, once you occupy the palace, engage the barriers post-haste. You know which room to leave the release mechanism in. Return the key to the room to the specified cabinet.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for, but
This isn't enough to go on.
Let me read this again. Frozen Hammer feels like something you just die. Yeah, imagine living Frozen Hammer. Could not be me. Shoutouts to the Oscar/Teresa fight. Once you occupy the palace and engage the barriers, you know which room to leave the release mechanism in. Return the key to the room to the specified cabinet. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just gonna go to the other room they told me to go to. Chaos, just recently found your channel. I'm currently binging all your videos. Don't know much about the Tales of series, but I'm here to support. Glad to have you. K-pop, welcome to stream. Is it K-pop located? Is that how you say the full thing? I'll just call you K-pop unless told otherwise.
I'll do my best.
Hope you enjoy all the content. Whatever content it is you're watching and enjoying. Glad you found my channel. Have a good time. The having a good time is non-optional, by the way. If you're watching my content, you have to be having a good time. Unless I'm not having a good time. If I'm not having a good time, which means I'm like fighting a boss that is stupid or annoying, or like if the game is being dumb, then you're allowed to not be having a good time. Otherwise, you must always be having a good time. It's required by law.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Looks like we got them all.
In Berseria, the real final fight was the Artorias fused with the Nominat and not both together, right? Yeah, the final fight of Berseria was just... It was like an armatized Artorias, wasn't it? So, like, that would have been just one enemy, not two. Where am I? I'm going to the meeting room. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad, Chaos. My channel is a dictatorship. Someone put up the dictator quote. And so if you're watching my content, then you're in the dictatorship, and therefore what I say goes. That's them's the rules. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Well, I also make the rules, but mostly enforce them. With extreme prejudice. Hey, denied? By the way? Can't touch this. Yo, I like that lightning field move. That's so cool. Sup, loser?
It's over.
Shoot him.
where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going, nerd? You're done. You're done.
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Goodbye.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
I need to start using these peach shells, apparently. Do you think Tales of games would be too easy without item cooldown? I mean, I don't know about too easy. I think item cooldown is probably a good thing to have for balancing. It would definitely make the game easier if you could just spam items infinitely. Hi!
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I mean, if they had it set like that, you could just set it to a higher difficulty, I guess. I'm not a game designer, I don't know. There's really no way to answer a question like that unless one of the games had no item cooldown and then you could play it and see if it was easier or not. That's like the kind of theoretical question that can't really be answered without testing it. And no, my thing, I wanted to, I should have spammed some demon things, I'm a fool. Oh, you're dead, goodbye.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
If you're not having a good time, chances are Larithia is trying to have you pay for your insolence. If I'm not having a good time, it means I'm playing a game with really bad game design decisions, like Digimon World 2. Or Digimon World 4. There's writing scribbled in the margins. My comrades, in the event of an emergency, you are to disengage the barriers and go provide support. You know which room the release mechanism is in. Do not forget to retrieve the key from the office. Did I already get the key from the office?
Look, another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
The only thing I know about this game is that my sister made me play the demo, and I thought Zoogles was pronounced Z-Uglies. I like that. That's funny. This is an amazing game. If you had any interest in it when you played the demo, I'd highly recommend picking it up and playing the full game. It has been fantastic so far. So wait, where are we going? Are we going back to... We're going back to this office, the one we were in earlier, but I guess there was another key in here we didn't get? Digimon World 4, worst game ever. Maybe not worst game ever, but it's gotta be pretty down there, right? The game does really suck. Hi there. Oh, orange gel, fantastic. How many orange gels do I even have right now? Actually, I just realized I don't think I have many at all. Oh, cool. We only have 2, and we're probably going to have to fight some kind of invisible Zoogle at the end of this. Oh, we got a lot of astral mass to sell. That's fantastic. Hopefully, we can get enough money to actually buy some orange gels. It would be neat if there was a merchant somewhere in here that I could buy some orange gels from, maybe? It looks like a cabinet for storing keys. Duplicate Lord's Quarters key. Key to a Lord's Quarters in Atelina Palace. This may afford a glimpse into yet unseen aspects of a Lord's private life. Oh, we're going to learn more about Dohalim.
Even if Dahnans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Let's do it. I prefer to watch my sister play. She's playing right now, so the echo is real. Ah, great. As long as someone's playing it. This is a great game. Lord's Quarters. So you're getting double the amount of Tales of the Arise. Must be nice. This game is fantastic. The more of it, the better. Hi, guys! Alright, we've got some lads to deal with here. Dibs, by the way. Can't believe these dumb idiots continue to use arts as if I don't just dibs them immediately. Burn, burn, burn. Oh, no, he's still got the art. One of them arted still and knocked me out of my thing. I'm gonna fight you in the air now. It'll be easier for me. Check this out. I do really like having Luna Rondo into Rising Phoenix. Seems really good. Hey, screw off. You know, we still haven't seen Kisara's, we still have not seen her, whatchamacallit, her mystic art. She hasn't gone into Overlimit yet.
Too strong. Be my guest.
Get him, Law. Ow, flamethrower, stop. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Sir? Oh, come on, I was like 1 off. I hit right by mistake. I was like 1 off from getting the combo there. So rude. That enemy was in midair. How are they suddenly not?
That's my cue.
I love having Luna Rondo now.